Why do I still live? What more do you want from me? I gave everything I had to you. To them. Look what they've made of our dream. This bloated, rotting carcass of an empire is driven not by reason and hope, but by fear, hate, and ignorance. Better that we had all burned in the fires of Horus's ambition than lived to see this. Robute Gilliman. Thousands of years, and look what has become of them. Of us. Idolatry, ignorance, suffering and squalor, in the name of a god who never desired the title. Robute Gilliman. Are we not space marines? Is this not the very task we were created for? For the Emperor stands behind his sons, as the Primarchs behind their captains. It is a captain's duty to place legionary lives in harm's way before his own. There is too little glory in the galaxy to go around, and officers must be generous in the trust they place in others. For one day such brothers must be captains too. My brother, hear me. Warriors of the 17th Legion, hear me. This violence is against the code of the Legionis Astartes, and against the will of our father, the Emperor. In the name of the 500 worlds of Ultramar, I implore you to cease fire and stand down. Open communication with me. Let us speak. Let us settle this. This action is an error of the most tragic kind. Cease fire. I, Robute Gilliman, give you my solemn pledge that we will deal with each other frankly and fairly if these hostilities can be suspended. I urge you to respond. Lorgar of Colchis, you may consider the following. 1. I entirely withdraw my previous offer of solemn ceasefire. It is cancelled, and will not be made again, to you or to any other of your motherless bastards. 2. You are no longer any brother of mine. I will find you, I will kill you, and I will hurl your toxic corpse into hell's mouth. Space Marines excel at warfare because they were designed to excel at everything. Each of you will become a leader, a ruler, the master of your world. And because there is no more fighting to be done, you will bend your transhuman talents to governance and culture. Discipline, duty, unyielding will. These are the measures by which every warrior is judged. Unarmed, a warrior with these qualities will still find victory, no matter how long or arduous the path. When girded with the sacred armaments of the Adeptus Astartes, such a warrior becomes truly indomitable. Rogel Dorn, Primarch of the Imperial Fists. there is only one way to see, and that is through the knowledge of one's own eyes. Rogel Dorn. There is no enemy. The foe on the battlefield is merely the manifestation of that which we must overcome. He is doubt and fear and despair. Every battle is fought within. Conquer the battlefield that lies inside you, and the enemy disappears like the illusion he is. Rogel Dorn. Censorship is abhorrent to me. It runs against the principles of the society we were meant to be building. Great terror. I'm beginning to sound as high-minded as Gilliman. My point, Kirill. My point is, we're not building anymore. And we had no idea how words could contaminate everything we hold dear. Remembrancers, theists, ideas that in better times we might at least have gently humored. I stand opposed to all that woman Keeler represents, but I would defend her right to say it. In better times. But words and ideas have become dangerous, Cinderman. I don't have to explain that to you, of all people.
It is not the descent toward the shadow, nor the rise toward the light that makes us superior. It is the endless struggle between the two that greatness of character lies. We are tested, and we do not break. We will never fall. 3 legions of Marines stand to defend you, sire. All of us will unflinchingly place ourselves between you and the war's desolation. We are the greatest humans ever born. We are the flame of humanity, where the rest of the galaxy is just the spark. In centuries of warfare against the vileness of the alien, the lies of the heretic, the foulness of the mutant, I have never known fear. But your silence terrifies me.
I can scarcely imagine what inspired Horus to this madness. In truth, the very fact of it frightens me. For if even the best of us can falter, what does that mean for the rest? Lord Manus will lead us in. 7 legions against his 4. Horus will regret rebellion. The flesh is weak, but deeds endure. Ours is a violent calling, but as adherents of the Promethean creed, we believe in the circle of fire. None can come back as they once were, but in death we are returned to the ash from whence we came to be born anew, our blood and bone bonded with the earth. Through fire are our remains made protean. Through fire and the reunion with earth do we experience rebirth. After death, after our duty is ended, we give ourselves to these elements, and in so doing become a part of them. This is the nature of the circle of fire. No. Rise, my sons. I am your father, not your king. We do not kneel in fealty. Kneeling is an act of respect. It is a tribute that must be earned. And you have earned it. Your sacrifices to save the people of the Terrace Division will be remembered forever. You performed what was was impossible and made the sacrifice without hesitation, knowing your task doomed you, and that it was thankless. But I give you my thanks now. You have suffered. I know this. You have come to the abyss and almost surrendered yourselves to it. That changes now. I am Father, General, Lord and Mentor. I shall teach you if I can, and pass on the knowledge I have gained. Honor, self-sacrifice, self-reliance, brotherhood. It is our Promethean creed, and all must adhere to it if we are to prosper. Let this be the first lesson.
My brothers, leave behind the betrayal of worlds, broken to the wheel, scars of fire and blood carved across the face of the galaxy. I know that there is a better way, a more efficient way, and together you and I will prove it. We will bring Bisis into compliance, but not through fire and blood. 6 blades, and 6 blades alone will I carry into this battle. A warrior is measured by the quality of the foes he defeats. For years we have blunted our blades against the lesser species and backwards primitives. But now, this war, this glorious cataclysm, it presents us a chance to display for all eternity our perfection in the arena of war against the most formidable foe we shall ever face, our brother legionaries. And for this, we humbly thank him, our dear father whose name we carry. That which causes us trials shall yield us triumph, and that which makes our hearts ache shall fill us with gladness. For the only true happiness is to learn, to advance, and to improve. None of this could happen without rejecting error, ignorance, and imperfection. We must pass out of the darkness to reach the light.
Look out at my father's Imperium. Do not unroll a parchment map or analyze a hololithic star chart. Merely raise your head to the night sky and open your eyes. Stare into the blackness between worlds, that dark ocean, the silent sea. Stare into the million eyes of firelight. Each a sun to be subjugated in the Emperor's grip. The age of the alien, the era of the inhuman is over. Mankind is in its ascendancy, and with 10,000 claws, we will lay claim to the stars themselves. Primarch Conrad Kurz of the Night Lord's Legion.
I have seen the darkness, witnessed it in my dreams.
I am standing at the edge of the chasm.
There is no escaping it. I know my fate.
For it is the future and nothing can prevent it from coming to pass.
So I step off
And welcome the dark.
Conrad Kurz, the Night Hunter.
It has been said by tacticians throughout the ages of mankind that no plant survives contact with the enemy. I do not waste my time countering the plans of my false brother. I never care what the enemy intends to do, for they will never be allowed to do it. Stir within their hearts the gift of truest terror, and all their plans are ruined in the desperate struggle merely to survive. These humans, their imaginations are strong. Kill 1,000 men, and they will hate you. Kill 1,000,000 men, and they will queue to face you. But kill a single man, and they will see monsters and devils in every shadow. Kill 12 men, and they will scream and wail in the night, and they will feel fear, not hatred. This is the way of obedience, my sons. They are panicky, gossiping beasts, these humans. It serves us to allow them to be so. Many will claim to lead our legion in the years after I am gone. Many will claim that they, and they alone, are my appointed successor. I hate this legion, Telos. I destroyed its world to stem the flow of poison. I will be vindicated soon, and the truest lesson of the Night Lords will be taught. Do you truly believe I care what happens to any of you after my death? Your presence does not surprise me, assassin. I have known of you ever since your craft entered the eastern fringes. Why did I not have you killed? Because your mission, and the act you are about to commit, proves the truth of all I have ever said or done. I merely punished those who had wronged, just as your false emperor now seeks to punish me. Death is nothing compared to vindication. Listen closely, brothers, for my life's breath is all but spent. There shall come a time far from now when our chapter itself is dying, even as I am now dying, and our foes shall gather to destroy us. Then, my children, I shall listen for your call in whatever realm of death holds me, and come I shall, no matter what the laws of life and death forbid. At the end I will be there, for the final battle, for the wolf time. Strange, is it not, that so many I wish beside me stand against me, while at my back are only the flawed and damaged. I am the master of broken monsters. It does not matter how the galaxy burns, only that it does. War Master. That is what it means, my brother. The strength to do what must be done. Sanguinius. It should have been him. He has the vision and strength to carry us to victory, and the wisdom to rule once victory is won. But for all his aloof coolness, he alone has the Emperor's soul in his blood. Each of us carries part of our father within us, whether it is his hunger for battle, his psychic talent, or his determination to succeed. Sanguinius holds it all. It should have been his. You don't know the things I dream. No one does. No one ever cared enough to find out. A name to lodge in the hearts of all who hear it.
The minds of gods are not for mortals to know or to judge. Accept that Zinch has a place for all of us in his grand scheme. And be happy in the part you have to play.
brother. I think you are the most inscrutable of us all. I know what Rogel wants, and I know what Robute wants. But even after so long, I have no idea what you want. He wants to be left alone, to shoo off into the stars and hunt down Xenos on those delightful jet bikes. They're devilishly fast. I heard from a contact on Mars, Jagatai, that you do strange things to your ships.
I heard you do strange things to your warriors.